700 volatile substances in coffee have been identified. How's it going? I'm Dr. J, for those of you who haven't met me before, and today I'm going to be talking about the deleterious effects of coffee and why I think coffee isn't very good for you. According to my research, coffee has been linked to everything from heart disease to cancer to all sorts of other issues and problems with the body. So we're going to break down the top 5 reasons why I think you need to quit coffee as soon as possible. You're not going to want to miss this one, so stay tuned. Okay, as many of you know watching this, the water we drink is heavily polluted. People load up on coffees, teas, colas, alcohol, and other sugary drinks, etc., all of which contain water, but they don't really hydrate the body, do they? All these drinks are also toxic for the body and cause you to urinate more because they act as a diuretic. So when you urinate after you drink coffee, for example, your body is trying to get rid of the coffee because it treats it as a toxin. Think about it this way. Anytime you drink these types of drinks, don't you find yourself going to the restroom more? Don't you find yourself having to go to the bathroom more? Why is that? Well, when toxic fluids such as coffee or alcohol enter the body, your kidneys must work harder to flush out the toxin. Now, coffee has a pH of about 4.6, which means it's very acidic. All right, very acidic. The kidneys act as a buffer and get rid of the excess acid to maintain normal pH levels within your body. Having to work overtime to remove excess toxins from beverages would naturally lead to some level of dehydration. Caffeine is one of the most addictive drugs on the face of the planet. Yes, I've said it. Caffeine is a drug. Caffeine is defined as a drug because it stimulates your central nervous system. It causes temporary alertness because it puts your body into fight or flight mode. According to E-Import's Espresso Business Solutions, as of 2017, listen to this, 50% of the population, equivalent to 150 million Americans, drink espressos, cappuccino, and or iced and cold coffees. And independent coffee shops equal 12 billion in annual sales. So what that means is there are a lot of Americans addicted to their coffees and their caffeine, including me at one time. Since coffee is one of the #1 toxins people consume, I offer you 5 reasons to ditch it. So I'm going to give you the top 5 reasons you should quit caffeine. Number 1, it overstimulates your adrenal glands. Caffeine causes your adrenal glands to release cortisol, epinephrine, and neuroepinephrine. This causes your body to be put into a fight or flight mode. Your body goes into survival mode as blood is drawn away from your digestive system and redirected towards your muscles. This means that your digestion is put on hold while your body utilizes the added energy to process the newly released hormones or to move blood where it needs to go. Cortisol narrows the arteries while epinephrine increases heart rate. What does this do? Well, 1, it causes the heart to pump blood faster. Imagine drinking coffee every single morning, day in and day out. What is this going to do to your cardiovascular system long term? Okay, number 2, sleep problems. Sleep problems are quite common in people who have a caffeine addiction. You might be having sleep problems right now. I was one of them. When I drank caffeine, I had problems sleeping. When your body is in a stressed state, melatonin, also known as the sleep hormone, is suppressed and therefore it's harder to fall asleep. Caffeine also has a half-life of about 6 to 8 hours. This means if you have 200 milligrams of caffeine in a small cup of coffee at 10 a.m., you can still have 100 milligrams of caffeine in your system by 6 p.m. This amount of caffeine can certainly impair your sleep. Okay, third reason, decreases insulin sensitivity. Drinking caffeine consistently can decrease one's insulin sensitivity, making it harder to respond to circulating blood glucose. This causes blood sugar levels to spike, of course, which leads to sugar imbalances and fluctuations in energy. This can be one of the possible reasons to explain the energy crash that people have after they drink, large amounts of caffeine. So number 4, caffeine is addictive. Most people suffer from some sort of a caffeine addiction. Caffeine is one of the most unregulated drugs in the United States. In fact, the caffeine content in tea, coffee, and energy drinks varies widely. But because of its addictive nature, companies like to use it in their products. Why? Because it keeps people coming back for more. The problem with addiction is that being addicted to something makes it much more difficult for the person trying to clean up their diet and lifestyle. Caffeine has some nasty withdrawal effects as well. These include nausea, dizziness, irritability, headaches, and even migraines, among other things. If you can't quite quit cold turkey, then it might be best to try and wean yourself off of it using green tea or yerba mate, which is another good option as well. Number 5, loss of vital electrolytes. To reiterate, caffeine is a diuretic, meaning it makes you urinate more frequently. Not only does this cause dehydration, but it also leaches minerals from your body. Caffeinated beverages like tea and coffee are acidic in nature and cause your body to release minerals to buffer the acid. Minerals are vital for your body to function normally. Perhaps this is one of the reasons people become tired and sluggish with chronic caffeine consumption. Loss of electrolytes. So, should you quit coffee? Should you quit caffeine? I would highly suggest you do. You never needed all that caffeine until you needed it, right? People weren't addicted to their coffees and their mocha crapolatas until there was a coffee shop on every corner. In fact, in my caffeine drinking days, I finally got tired of all the stress and the anxiety and the lack of sleep. Everything I was feeling, I just got tired of it. I was tired from the addictive nature of coffee. So I decided to educate myself, and I bought a very good book called Caffeine Blues by Stephen Cherninsky. I devoured it. It's a great book with over 600 references to research explaining how bad caffeine is for you. I feel so much better now without caffeine, and I realized what a dramatic difference it made in my life when I decided to stop. I noticed improved sleep, improved energy levels, less anxiety, and less stress overall. If you too want to kick the habit, I must warn you, the first couple of weeks were very tough for me. I was fatigued and exhausted. I would take up to 4 naps a day, but I knew my adrenals were healing and there was a light at the end of the tunnel. I fought through all my cravings and my exhaustion, and I feel so much better now because of it. Nothing could have ever taken the place of plain old good water. Okay, I want to give you one bonus piece of information, something that really convinced me to just stop drinking coffee, and it comes straight from the book Caffeine Blues by Stephen Cherninsky. Okay, he says in 1992, researchers found another stimulant compound distinctly different from caffeine that may be responsible for coffee's gastrointestinal effects. To date, over 700 volatile substances in coffee have been identified, including more than 200 acids and an incredible array of alcohols, aromatic compounds, carbonyl compounds, esters, hydrocarbons, and a bunch of other stuff. Okay? Absolutely terrible. What you need to understand is that the coffee plant in and of itself is the most heaviest crop sprayed with pesticides, herbicides, and insecticides, more so than any other crop grown. And that is going to add an immense amount of toxicity into a single cup of coffee. Food for thought. Hi, I'm Dr. J, for those of you who haven't met me before, and if you're just joining me, I'm a chiropractor, owner and operator of Thrive Spine Center in Folsom, California, also author of the book Designed to Thrive. My goal is to help people to thrive in life and realize their full potential by teaching inspiring information on health. The info is always easy to follow and learn, but the best part is it's actionable, meaning I give you the tools you need so you can immediately take action and get results. I post brand new videos each and every Thursday, so if you like what you have to hear, please like and subscribe. Have a good day and God bless.